It's another exciting episode of the You Name It podcast, where we share with you all of the latest news, all of the latest trends, all of the most important things. All right.
Hola, Jerry!
We just do a whole bunch of talking.
Hola, Jerry! Just putting words out there. You're a wordsmith.
Yeah, right. This is the show where we just spend a little time with you on your drive, probably.
Yep.
Or maybe if you're making some cookies.
Mowing the lawn, smoking a joint, whatever you're doing.
Maybe if you're online and you're looking at options for new bowling balls. Maybe you'll listen to us then. You know, lots of different things you can do. Maybe while writing a coloring book. You know, making your own coloring book.
That's true. You got to do something with all the free time we have, right?
Yeah, you guys are really in for it this week because we have no topics.
We don't have shit for topics.
Don't let that scare you, though. We'll come through. I have, up on my very professional screen, I have the trending searches for Google we can talk about.
Okay, and today is the day we're recording the podcast.
You were going to say it's the anniversary of the 9/11 tragedy.
Correct.
And it is.
19 years ago.
Yep, 19 years ago today. Because this is one of those weeks where it's out the same day that we do it. Yep. You will just be missing us by about 15 minutes, probably.
Yeah. You know what's weird is because it's September 11th, I remember exactly what I was doing 19 years ago.
Yeah, that's what they used to say about Kennedy, remember?
Yeah.
Like, where were you when Kennedy was shot? That kind of shit. So this is the same thing. This is our generation's Kennedy.
Yep.
So, are you going to tell us? Is it something interesting?
No, I was putting a fence up at my first house with my wife. My wife was at work, and my father-in-law came over, and we were putting up a fence.
Wow. You were putting up a fence 19 years before Trump failed at it.
Yeah. It wasn't a wall. It was a fence.
No, he's doing fences too,
and it wasn't.
And he's put a bunch of them up. Settle down, everybody. I know he's put a bunch of shit up.
It wasn't to keep the Mexicans out. It was to keep Tommy out, my next door neighbor,
who wasn't Mexican, huh?
No, but he was. Yeah. He was a
but
hillbilly.
You just said you're like
racism, man. I love to racism, bro.
Yeah. Because you just go right to the Mexicans.
Yeah.
I don't think that you can actually say that Trump wants to just keep Mexicans out.
Yeah.
I think Trump likes to keep everybody out.
Yeah, legals.
No matter who you are. I have a Trump story if you want.
Okay, let's go for it.
This is a funny one to me. I think it's really funny. And this happened in 2019. So this is from a Rolling Stone article. Oh, look, a whole bunch of people just discounted it already. In 2019, White House aides reached out to the governor of South Dakota and asked about the process of adding additional presidents to Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, don't you, Dad?
They want to put somebody else up there.
Yeah, they want to put Trump's giant mug on Mount Rushmore alongside all those other dead guys. I mean, those guys who happen to be dead. Trump's not dead, but...
No.
His face could join the dead presidents. I really don't know why he would think, and I'd say this about all of them, Bush, Obama, Clinton, anybody would think that they should put their faces on Mount Rushmore.
No, no, especially if
seem
you're
like that's
still
something
alive.
you'd be invited to do. Like the other guys didn't have a choice; they just were nominated and done. You know, not a political nomination, but like hey. I know a couple of great presidents. We should carve their face into a mountain.
Yep.
But this guy's going like, hey, we should carve my great face into a mountain. Anyway, I just think that's funny. And that right now, probably some of our listeners are doing this to me.
Fuck you and your eyebrows.
Yep.
But that's not a real political thing. It's anybody, any modern president. You're supposed to be dead before you start getting monuments made out of your stuff.
Well, you know, if he could roll it into a coronavirus tax relief bill and put it on a side item, you know.
No, maybe he'll get his face up there. Maybe he, in the coming months, he just does this fantastic, turnaround with the economy. He just got nominated for a Nobel Prize, right?
Yep. Yep.
So maybe that'll happen. Maybe the coronavirus thing will come out and it'll be like, see, it wouldn't have happened if Trump didn't tell Kodak to make it or whatever's going on in the back room. So
no more scamdemic.
But I still think that in order to have statues made out of you, you should already be dead. You should be no live people with statues.
Well, maybe he knows something we don't.
The only one that we allow is Rocky in Philadelphia.
That's true.
That guy's still alive.
Hey, they haven't tore that one down. It's funny.
Maybe because it's fictional and non-political.
Yeah, who cares?
I have 2 other ones I'll get rid of.
Well, speaking of Rocky, that's Philadelphia, right?
That is Philadelphia.
Man, he was a boxer, wasn't he?
He was, but we'll save that for a second. We'll return to that thought. I'm going to try and clear out some of these old news articles that I had saved because I thought maybe you would think they were funny. So we're not starting with the latest news right now. These are a couple of weeks old.
Okay.
But I think that you like stuff because this is around, some of it is food related.
Okay.
Which is Wendy's started doing breakfast. You know that?
Yep.
And I guess they just beat the shit out of McDonald's in numbers, which I think is crazy. So really, me bringing it up was about asking you whether or not you've had it and what would be so great about it that they can rival McDonald's or whatever it is.
I have not, but I kind of figure that it's something different because really you got a couple choices out there for breakfast for fast food. And the fact that there's another person there, and they waited so long to do it, I think they figured out, okay, finally we can have a little chance at the market slice right now because Burger King's not doing well, and Taco Bell came out with a breakfast. They're like, well, if Taco Bell could fucking do it, maybe we should get on board.
Yeah, it looks like they have things like the Breakfast Baconator and a Frosty Chino.
Okay.
Get your coffee and whatever that is and bacon. But I would have thought that they would be doing really well because, I don't know, I feel like during this COVID thing, people will use fast food more because they're not eating out.
Right.
Don't you think? Maple bacon chicken croissant.
Ooh, anything with bacon. Bacon and maple. Oh.
Honey butter chicken biscuit.
Okay.
Breakfast baconator. There's only a few items. Sausage, egg, and Swiss croissant. That's probably
it's because they're throwing Swiss instead of American or cheddar. That's good.
Yeah, there's the sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit. I've never been a fan of the biscuity type ones. I like the croissants or the English muffin ones. Here's a weird one, though. Classic sausage, egg, and cheese sandwich. So it's on a hamburger bun.
Okay.
Weird. That seems weird to me. And it's all the variations of bacon, egg, and cheese, and whatever, that kind of thing.
Well,
sausage or bacon.
Since we're talking about Wendy, should we do a review of the new Ruffles Baconator potato chips?
Actually Pringles, my friend.
It was Pringles. Oh yeah, it's Pringles because that's one that comes in a can.
You should probably know that because you fucking bought them and brought them to work.
That's true.
And you don't remember where. Oh my God.
Well, because I brought in Lay's today, so I got confused.
They were good too. Everybody out there, if you're interested, the dill flavored Lay's were actually pretty good.
Yeah.
A lot of times it's just like teasing you as a salt and vinegar type of thing, but this one was
had a pickle.
Nice, and I don't even like dill pickles.
It had a pickle taste to it.
Yeah, so like last week, I think it was, Davin brought into the workplace a big giant Pringles can of Baconator Pringles. What did you think of those?
You know what? When you open it up, it smells like a cheeseburger and with bacon.
Yeah.
But, oh my God, they're awful.
Terrible chips, my friends.
Oh, and the mask breath afterwards. Whoa.
So would you say, for the listeners out there, that the flavor was too powerful or if it was just a bad flavor?
It was just a bad flavor, I think. Anytime you open up a tube of Pringles and you leave it on the work site and it's still there 2 weeks later and it's not gone, I think it's a resounding no.
Them goddamn Baconated Pringles, you can't even give them away.
Yep.
One last food story on my side before I shut this window.
Okay.
I don't know if you've heard about this, but some woman, see how I said that? Some
Woman. What are you, racist? Sexist?
She's, that would be, yeah, sexist is what it would be, but no. She's stirring some controversy, Davin, because she said that her husband had a shocking life decision. 24 years old she is, and she was writing in to Reddit's relationship advice forum.
Okay.
And her problem is that her husband, who's 25, has apparently set up an entire Taco Bell dining booth in his home office.
Oh, okay.
And she's just absolutely stunned and shocked that anyone, much less my husband, would think it's a good idea. I told him my honest feelings. So this turned into a big deal. She started getting tore apart all online for being so ridiculous. You're overreacting, all that kind of shit.
So did he actually install a booth?
Yeah, he found all of the pieces and he built a dining booth in his home office.
What the fuck is wrong with? There's nothing wrong with that. Divorce her. Divorce her.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering what you were going to say. I think this is one of those cases where she shouldn't even care unless he spent a ton of money on shit like that.
Right.
It's his home office, and if he wants to have a unique home office setup, I don't even get it why it would be a problem.
Yeah, that's like me being married and having someone tell me I can't have my garage man cave, you know?
Yes. For the people out there, Davin's garage man cave is actually pretty much a regular full-service bar.
Yeah, it kind of is.
All you have to do is hire some wait staff, and it will look just like a bar in there. He's got a pool table and
a couple high tops,
boards and high top tables and a bar and
leather
video
couch,
games, right? And
leather couch, fireplace. I need to get a kegerator.
Yeah, that you need a keg to have it be a bar. I know the point isn't to make it into a bar.
No.
But it is kind of like just going to your neighborhood bar. In fact, it's cleaner.
Yes, that's true.
So maybe you'll get, maybe a listener will be invited to a party at Davin's garage bar one time.
Oh, a prize. That would be a treat for the listener, all right.
Because we talked about having prizes, secret special prizes for listeners. For instance, I have a auto USB adapter with 2 different voltage ranges. One's to help you do the Q charging. You know whatever that's called, the wireless charging.
Okay.
So you can put one in your car, and the other one's a regular high-speed phone charging thing. And I was considering whether or not we would do a thing like the first person after this show airs that does a review on iTunes and then lets us know with an email to Younameitpodcast@gmail.com, then we would just send them a little gift like that.
Okay.
A little handy-dandy car charger.
Does it have to be a good review, though? Are you, bribing them to get a good review?
It can be whatever the hell you want to do.
Okay.
We would, of course, like to know your real feelings about the show.
Oh, of course.
And I hope it's a 5-star review.
Completely unanimous, too. Give us your name and your address, and we'll send you something. We'll also mention you on the air and tell everybody what you said. So,
yeah, and it's the first, and it would be the first person because we make no money on this show. It costs money.
Yeah, it does.
It might just be fun to see if anybody listens. So right now, this was only a few minutes into the show. Next time it might be at the end. The other, that kind of trickery. We're going to use trickery.
So that's the prize. Is that something that people would actually want?
I bought one and I got 2 of them, so maybe they would. Maybe, what is that called, the wireless charging? It starts with a Q. Do your phones do that? Your iPhones do it?
I think my new one does, but I'm not sure. My Cadillac has wireless charging. I haven't tried it yet.
It's key, Q-I.
Okay. Yeah, I think my new iPhone 11 has that. I haven't used it.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. So you just keep, for me, you just keep the mount plugged in with that adapter. Here's the thing. I bought one of these mounts, but if you have just a regular car USB adapter for your phone, for my Samsung Galaxy phone, it doesn't supply enough power to run the wireless charging fast. So I had to buy another adapter and run a different cable to it, which isn't a problem. But it's nice to just clip your phone into it and it starts charging. You don't have to fuck around with the wires and shit.
Yep.
Who wants to fuck around with wires and shit, Davin?
So leave us a review.
And we'll see. But you got to send the email, too.
Right. So we know.
Make sure, yeah. Younameitpodcast@gmail.com. Easy. So just email and...
You name it, any capital letters in that, or is it all
No, that's just an email address, so it's not going to be a big deal.
Okay.
It is what it is. Younameitpodcast@gmail.
Okay.
Oh, see, I just opened up our mail.
And
we got, I don't know what this is all about, though. It's from YouTube. We have a correspondence from YouTube.
Okay.
It says, "Hi, You Name It Podcast. As you may know, our community guidelines describe which content we allow and don't allow on YouTube. Your video, episode 68, Fart Gulping, the NSA, Strippers, and ISIS, was flagged for us to review. Upon review, we've determined it may not be suitable for all viewers and it's been placed behind an age restriction."
Fart gulping. Yeah.
Yeah, this just came to it. You know, I could see that maybe your children wouldn't want to go to episode 68, Fart Gulping, the NSA, Strippers, and ISIS. You know, when I submit to YouTube, there's a check mark that says explicit. And I don't know why they're not seeing that. They picked that one.
Right.
You think it's because the NSA is in it?
Could be. Our biggest downloader of the show, the first download.
is the NSA, yeah. Probably because of that.
Oh, well. You could pretty much pick you could pick any episode and it would be offensive to somebody.
Fart gulping. All our other emails are from SoundCloud, who keeps offering us Pro Unlimited. I'm not paying you, SoundCloud.
We don't even make any money on the show. Come on.
Oh, hey, no, wait a minute. There's comments on these.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
Let's see what they say.
Let's see what it says here. So, what is this? This is so stupid. Now it requires research almost. So this is Arman Haley, Armaan Haley,
Arman,
which
okay.
appears to be a female.
Yeah.
And it's episode 39, Teen Drinking and Shooting Illegals. That's what he means by that, people?
Yep.
And it's got timestamps. It says 13 minutes, 43 seconds. I love that. Do you love me? And then it says 30 minutes, 27 seconds. Anyone want to do this with me?
Oh, boy. Now we're getting
spammed, actually. We just found out we're getting spammed because it says, like, the next one is episode 170, the Goodyear issue. It's from Kenneth Baker, who says at 24 seconds, virtual girls chat online.
Okay.
Here's another one that you'll love. This is fun stuff, Davin.
So is this what they're offering us? They're offering us to tag stuff like that so people listen to our show, or is this actual? I don't get it.
No, these are comments because I don't know if we told the audience this, but for a long time when we did this show, I would have to take an image, I'd have to create a video using our still image and do the audio, and then upload to YouTube. So we just stopped doing it. But since then, I found out that they have an automatic way to just do that themselves, right?
Okay.
So we were just basically in the last couple of weeks, we were added to YouTube every time it uploaded all of the existing shows, and now it automatically goes to YouTube every time. So this is what I'm reading. I'm reading these people's comments on the episode. Episode 50, Ronda Rousey knocks out Charlie Sheen. And someone named Carmilo Ponderosa just says, gay. Let's see. I'm actually doing these in the order that they showed up. So you know, too.
Which means people are listening to completely random episodes.
Yeah, episode 67, titled Davin Wants to Be Hit with a Cute Asian Baby. Somebody named Anna Let's Get Acquainted says at 48 seconds, outstanding. I like how they put the time stamp in there.
48 seconds in there, they already think the show's outstanding. These people are fake.
This is, yeah, they're all ridiculous because I don't even get this. So the next one up, I only have a couple of them. Don't get bored, but I think this is kind of funny. Episode 26, titled Geraldo Rivera is a Horrible Human.
Mm-hmm.
We have a comment from someone named Colorized Enhanced Silent Movies. And it says, "Hey there, You Name It podcast. It's fairly charming video. Thank smiley face."
Okay.
So maybe they like it. That sounds like an actual comment. The second to last one is whatever this is. I don't even know. Episode 34, Movies and Porn. Some Santa Ana woman puts in a short URL, puts in a link that just says boobs. And then there's what looks like some foreign language.
We've been hacked. We've been hacked.
Well, it's not hacking. It's just people who have access can leave a comment.
Yeah.
Not hacking. And last but not least, episode 171, titled Drunken Nancy Pelosi Struck by Meteor, which is the last one, wasn't it?
Right.
Kevin Carter. Someone named Kevin Carter at 49 seconds in. He commented, active dating, 24.online.
Yep. They're trying to post ads on our site. Great.
That's all right. Shows activity.
That's true. Maybe some of them will pay us. Fuck.
Maybe Kevin Carter will end up, wanting to advertise on the show. If he wants to advertise, just send us $5 each, and we'll both say active dating.
Yeah. Go to that.
Or if that girl wants to put her boobs on our show. I don't know. Whatever. Just a link that says shorturl.ca/boobs.
Okay.
All right. Enough of that. It was interesting because I'd never seen that before. And that just happened. So reviews on YouTube. We have more reviews on YouTube than anything. And they're all spam except for Silent Movie Man.
Yeah.
Thinks video is charming.
It's probably someone we know.
It might be because I have a friend who's in the silent movie community.
Yeah.
So it's not him because he can actually write in English. So.
Well, you want to hear about my new apps that my daughter told me about?
Yes. Let's really entertain the public with the new apps that your daughter talked about.
Hey, Jerry.
What?
Fuck you.
Yeah, go ahead. I heard these already. So the people who are waiting for you to tell, go ahead.
One is called Sip Chip. Well, this whole thing came out because she went to a bar in downtown Detroit with some of her friends, and she proceeded to tell me that it was really cool. The bartender bought me a drink. And I said, you were being safe about it, right? Because you don't need to get roofied and you're around. Oh, no, right. I was with all my friends and we all took a sip out of it, so we know it was safe. Oh, we all got roofied. Bartender's taking everybody home.
I'm not sure if you realize this, but that's a really good thought process. Science. Your daughter was using science there.
Yep.
Let's just all get roofied.
So, Sip Chip, it's a little key fob, and it ends up, you can dip it in your drink, and it will detect roofies, Valium, and Xanax. Okay. And it's 99.3% effective, and it's good with or without alcoholic drinks. So if you're, not doing an alcoholic drink, it'll still read it. And it costs $14 for 3 strips. So you can change the strips out after you use them.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm pulling it up right now, of course, as I tend to do. Mm-hmm. And they're showing the nail polish one too.
Oh yeah, that's Undercover Colors, and that's a nail polish that you can put on and then dip your finger. See, I said finger.
Finger
in your drink, and it'll detect the same thing.
Yeah, the other one looks pretty, benign, meaning it's not an eyesore. It's just something that hangs off the keychain is what it looks like. Then it looks like there's one that's like a pop, what do they call it? Pop socket for your phone too, for some reason.
But I thought that was a cool idea, cool concept.
Yeah, now if you could actually get the reverse, then other people would be happy, where you could dip your fingertip into a drink and roofie someone.
Yeah, well, I'm sure people do that.
It's always handy. Well, at least this is unlike last week with the MyPillow. This actually shows you pictures and how things work.
Yep.
So, thank you, undercovercolors.com, for being a real company. That's nice.
Maybe
Unlike that we can't figure out what it is you're fucking trying to tell us. MyPillow.
Yeah, no shit. MyPillow. What if I sleep on it? Oh.
Okay.
So that's
another one.
The other one was Sip Chip, which is the keychain one.
That's the same people.
Yeah. So same company. We need to have them as a sponsor.
Yes, because odds are there's a lot of people that listen to our show that get roofied often.
Yeah, it's just to be safe.
That's how we got our first batch of listeners.
It's how to be safe in this COVID environment.
Yeah.
You ever been roofied, Jerry?
App though. What's that?
You ever been roofied?
Not by someone else. No.
Oh, you roofied yourself?
Yeah. Sometimes when I'll roofie myself and then lay down on the couch and hope.
Ooh. No, I had you're just wrong. I've never been roofied, but I had a friend from work. We were out at a work function in Washington, D.C. at a nightclub, and one of the girls that we know from work was like, this guy just bought me this whiskey, and I don't drink whiskey, but I know you do, and gave it to my friend, and he drank it and woke up on his hotel floor with the phone off the hook, and he had 4 missed phone calls from a local number, and his wallet was out, and his credit card was on the table, and he passed the fuck out. But before he passed out, evidently he ordered about $70 worth of Chinese food.
Yeah, he's hungry before he passed out.
And the missed calls were from the Chinese restaurant trying to deliver. So he paid for $70 worth of Chinese food that he never ate.
Yeah, you did remind me that there was one incident that I thought I may have been roofied. They didn't call it that way.
Right.
Or whatever. They call it that thing back then. This was like 1991 or something. And they would have said, somebody slipped you a Mickey. That kind of thing. So I remember I went to a party at a friend's house on Trinity Street in Brightmoor section of Detroit.
Okay.
It was a little bit of a bad neighborhood. But this is a friend of mine who, him and his bandmates all got moved into a house.
Okay.
One of those deals where they're trying to go live in a really bad neighborhood because they're a cool band or something. I don't know. So during this party, I think there was a keg, and I grabbed one cup of beer for the keg. I remember I was standing in the kitchen. I went into the bathroom, came back out. I drank that beer, and then moments later, I was sitting in my car, completely blasted, having no idea how I could possibly be that hammered, slurring, walking hammer from drinking
one beer. Ossifer, I only had one.
Until you said that. What's that?
Ossifer, honest, I only had one beer.
Yeah, I remember also taking my keys and putting them in the back seat so that if a cop came by, it wouldn't be like you were operating this vehicle. It would be like, I can't. The keys are in the back seat. I'm just sitting here because I'm not going to go sit inside this house and pass out.
Well, how does that work if you have a key fob with remote start?
What are you talking about?
Do they consider
this is 1991?
Yeah, but I'm talking about nowadays. Do they still consider that you're operating if it's in your pocket, but the car's not running?
No.
Okay.
Generally, it's if the car isn't running, you're not operating the vehicle.
Okay.
And that's the basis of the whole deal. But to be extra safe, it's the same thing like if you get pulled over, one of the coolest things to do for the cop is to turn your car off and put your keys on the dashboard.
Right.
Because then when they approach and see that, they're like, oh, this guy's not going to go crazy and run from us and all this shit.
Yep.
So it's just being polite and showing, how to do shit like that. Trying to keep yourself from getting shot or arrested.
Nice.
So, yeah, I hadn't thought about that in years. Thank you for the memory of being completely hammered in a car on Trinity Street in Detroit.
Roofied. Jerry got roofied. He got Mickey'd.
What else you got?
Oh, I wanted to talk about the DeadPool, because didn't someone comment that I won the DeadPool because Hugh Hefner died?
Somebody did, yeah. But we talked about that last week, I think, and I couldn't remember what it was about, though.
Oh, so I got to
remember who you picked, I guess.
Yeah, I got to come up. So we got to come up with our new DeadPool. Maybe we could do it in the next week or two. Start thinking of names. But the rules, okay, you got to pick someone from music, like a band or something like that. Someone from sports, doesn't matter what sport. Someone from news. Someone who's
Hang on a second.
What, are you writing this down?
Post your. We'll ask him on the Facebook page to post your.
Oh, we can give him a prize too.
Yeah, that's what we can do. If somebody comes through, we can send somebody a prize of some sort, maybe a fingernail or something. One from sports, you said?
Yep. One from music.
Yep.
One from news.
News, meaning
like
broadcasting, news broadcasting.
News broadcast, yeah. That or someone who's been on the news, a weatherman or what,
A news
personality.
Yeah.
It could be radio, a radio personality, broadcast personality. Then someone from business, like it could be
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk, or somebody like that.
The same thing. Okay. And is that it?
I also wrote down social, but I don't know how. It could be like someone from Hollywood, but that kind of falls into.
Well, that would be a actor, right? So you got sports, music, news personality, business person.
Yep.
And then how about just entertainer?
Right.
We'll just try and describe it. I'll write something up for this episode thing.
Okay. So people
will see it.
Think of your 5, and they have to die by the end of the year.
Okay. Buster Douglas, Buster Poindexter.
They can't already be dead.
Why? Who's dead out of those two?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, of course. Then, so you're just saying shit. You're just saying an obvious rule.
Yeah, obvious rule. Don't pick someone who's
dead. You're like some guy we work with who just says obvious shit, right? Yep. So you're going to say, hey, let's play DeadPool. Remember that it can't be someone who's already dead.
I can see certain people doing that. Oh, this person died this year. I'll win. Maybe they won't realize that the guy's dead already.
Don't worry. I'm not poking too much fun at you. I just thought it was a little bit of a strange thing. I thought you meant that Buster Poindexter was dead or something. I don't know.
I don't know if he is or not.
Davin, on my way to work, I saw one of those billboards that are made out of LED panels.
Okay.
So that they change all the time.
Yep.
And this advertisement popped up, and it was upside down. And I'm like, ooh, someone's getting fired. Thinking it was a mistake. And nothing was actually right side up on it, which I think was strange. But it was like a lawyer's office or something, and it said, accidents can turn your life upside down. And it had the phone number and everything, but it was all completely upside down. And I thought, How stupid is that? Shouldn't you have the phone number? And then I thought to myself, hey, I'm thinking a lot about this. I think that this is the best ad I've seen in a long time. It did its job for me to sit and stare at this thing for a long enough time and ponder what was wrong with it when there was nothing wrong with it.
And
They won.
catch your attention, yeah. And you're talking about it, so they double dipping.
Kudos to you guys on the billboard, which was 3 days ago. So now I can't remember. But I've been. This is another thing. I've been looking for it as I drive by the last 2 days.
Right.
So they really wheeled me in with an upside down advertisement.
Huh. What was it an ad for again?
It was for a law firm for ambulance chasing accident. Were you in an accident? Let's sue somebody kind of thing.
Okay.
Don't
let it turn your life upside down. Okay.
It said accidents can turn your life upside down. Just like our sign. Nice. I just wanted to share that with everyone because most of the time we talk about how shitty advertising is. Like the other, okay, I'll just tell you. On the way home down Michigan Avenue in Detroit, I saw a physical therapy office that for some reason they chose to call Retox, Retox. I'm not sure that that's what you want to be doing down there in Detroit is retoxing.
Retox. Okay.
It's the worst. It doesn't say anything about physical therapy. It basically says, oh, so have you detoxed from heroin? Come to our building. We'll retox you right back up again.
Wow.
It's just a bad message. Retox. Dumb.
Have you ever seen any of those buildings that, they're trying to emulate another successful company and they do the lettering the same, but the name is a little different?
I haven't noticed any. I'm sure they're out there, though.
I saw one coming down Woodward the other day. It was Good Care. It was a Good Care tire company.
Oh, is Good Care Tire Company?
Yeah, same color
font,
lettering, same
logo.
font. Yep, Good Care.
By the way, I wonder how much that stock has changed. Let's see. Do you remember? That was on our episode a couple weeks ago.
Your Goodyear stock.
I wonder if I could quickly find out. Ooh, look. Oh, no, that's just, let's see, 1 month. I wonder when it was we talked about that.
It's whenever Trump brought it up.
Yeah, I don't actually know when that. Oh, 3 weeks ago. So let's see. That would be like August. Like the week of the 20th, 21st. Okay. And I see it right here. So it was at $10 a share on the 20th. That was on the 17th. And then on the 21st, it went down to, oh, that's not much. Went down to $9.45. That's nothing.
Yeah.
So nothing actually happened. They didn't get hit with anything.
Well, I want to.
They're at $9.45 right now.
I wrote one down last night watching the football game. Connexin proximity tracker. And I wanted to see what they're...
What?
Connexin. It's KINECTSON. Or SEN.
Connexin.
I don't know if they're on the stock exchange or not. I didn't get a chance to research them, but they're making all the players wear these Connexin wristbands.
Did you say KINECTSON?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not getting anything. But
look up
wristbands.
You could look up NFL proximity tracker, and it should come up.
Well, they do that on. Remember, I talked about the Hard Knocks show where they're doing all the COVID stuff. They have those sensors on all the players, and if they stand within 3 feet of each other, it starts going off.
Well, some of their other clients are like the NBA, BMW, and I saw a couple of things in light research, but I didn't see what the stock was going for.
I can't find the company at all.
It might be an overseas company. You never know.
Yeah, it's not showing up as anything. It's trying to correct it, Let me see if it asks, do you mean connects? Oh, no, that's toys. Never mind. Nope, that's not a good one.
Right,
But
not finding
you're
it.
right. I wondered about that. Hey, that's right. We should do another stock tip. Ready? We talked about this maybe at work. So, whole world shut down. Some places are able, like restaurants and bars, are able to serve people because they can be outside and spread apart. Well, winter is coming. Winter is nigh. So what we need to do is we need to invest in propane futures, because every restaurant is going to try and heat their outdoor area so that people can come and spend their money there.
And keep their attendance, their seating available, right? That makes sense.
There's your stock tip of the week.
Yep. Plus,
yeah.
Science.
Yeah.
Didn't our energy company here in Detroit just announce that they're raising their rates?
Someone said that. I don't know if that was true or not.
Like 9% or something like that.
Holy shit, Davin. This show is almost over.
Oh, wow. We're at 41. Damn.
Let's see. I'll just follow up that idea. Somebody had said consumers' energy raising their rates. Came up automatically.
Of course. It must be trending.
Consumers' energy to raise in Michigan. That's who handles our gas in Michigan. Consumers' energy to raise gas rates by 9.1%, totaling $144 million.
Yeah, those fuckers.
And let's see if there's a reason for it.
Just because we can.
Blah. They've been given the green light to hike up rates. Blah, blah, blah. And they're trying to play this off as, it's not going to bother you. It's going to be about $6, kind of thing.
Yeah, right.
None of the increase will go towards costs or investments related to the Ray compressor station in Macomb County, which caught fire in 2019 and led to a statewide natural gas emergency.
Which means that's exactly where the money's going.
Yeah, right. They have to. They just add that for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they didn't mention it, it wouldn't sound fishy.
Yeah.
All right. We don't even have to go through the trending stories because we're already done with the show.
Yeah, that went quick.
Yeah. Well, I hope your drive was fun, everybody out there listening. And don't forget to go to YouTube, where you can also listen to the show and leave us ridiculous, nonsensical comments about boobs and things.
You guys pop a wheelie.